drinking and dying, dreaming of you. When the sun comes, we vanish like vampires. We're gonna die in the summer, baby. You could be my hand, so kiss me in the dying light. How last night on earth could be so cute.
Hello. Whoops. Wrong fader. Music dip there for, Hey, everybody. Little later in the morning than usual, but it's still Monday and we're still getting it up. So I did something good for once. The thing that I did bad, though, is something was checked that shouldn't have been checked in the recording. And, and I forgot that I was letting someone borrow a mic or two, so I had to use a production mic for one of them, a regular shotgun mic, and I'm not that good at audio. These are just dynamic mics, and I just turn shit until it sounds good. So the audio sounds a little fucked, but I mean, it's not terrible. Don't worry about it. This is another one with the whole crew. Myself, Chad, Kristen, and Lauren. Lauren and I end up arguing like we always do, but it's fun. What else? I'm trying to remember what else we talked about, but it's been a few days, and it's a longer one than usual, so I'm not listening to it again. So we'll all just be surprised together. So, until I don't know, next week. Happy 4th of July. I hope everybody had a good and safe weekend, didn't fucking kill themselves or get arrested or any stupid shit like that. I guess that's all I gotta say about that, because, how everything is. But I do like 4th of July because I get to do this podcast and say whatever the fuck I want. So, that'll come back around later in the episode, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. But until next week, for Kristen, Lauren, Chad, I'm Dylan. This is a Clumsy Walrus. Enjoy the show.
So much colder than you. A transparent brute. Black heart, you see right through. You're all spirit. All burn and morning. I'm the smoker's health. The hangman.
Our caps so much smaller they leak.
No, I know they do. You gotta be careful once you open them.
You're being static. A fucking house. That's it.
Why do I always do that?
What?
Or my eye rolls back in my head and I go,
It's like a placeholder for emotion.
is that what it
I
is?
think it is. Isn't it? It's like, I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna do
It's a
this.
placeholder for, I'm not trying
I
to
think
be
my placeholder for emotion is this.
which is like,
Yeah.
it's like, I'm gonna be the weirdest I can be right now just to
All
basically
right.
deflect anything that comes
Yeah.
towards me.
And I go, it's basically the same, only mine's to the side and yours is upward.
Get rid of feeling.
Oh my god, are you recording?
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to Clumsy Walrus Show. I'm Dylan Amy.
I'm Chad Goss.
I'm Lauren Goss.
And I'm Kristen Snyder.
You gotta get real into that mic, though.
Oh my god, do I have to literally make out with it?
Kinda.
Ugh.
It's a little bit. I'm trying to mix and record and host at the same fucking time.
And I'm Chad Goss again.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Right. I suck at audio. I'm so terrible at it.
He said he sucks.
I don't know if this.
I keep
Okay.
hearing things,
My
so-
waveform
Oh,
is
wait.
fine. I think.
Wait, can you
I gotta turn that up a little bit. We'll cut the music. That was Beastie Boys.
I was listening to Beastie Boys on the car ride the other day, their album, and I was playing Boom and Granny, Girls, Hey Ladies. They have a lot of sexist songs. Well, I mean, they're really sexist in the 80s. You can't be sexist in the 80s. It was a different time.
Yeah,
I
no,
mean-
it's impossible to be sexist in the 80s, right?
Yeah, 80s was way different. Like, you could,
I mean, you could just walk up to a woman and smack them on the ass. It was totally acceptable, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, especially, it was the 80s. Like,
In the 80s, specifically the 80s.
and then, like, the 60s, too, and then the 70s.
No, but, like, in the 50s, you could straight up fuck whoever you wanted, and it was just totally okay. But, like, because women are, beneath us. But, like...
Well, no, the 70s is when...
What?
70s is when, like, feminism started taking over, and then it got cool again, like, hip. That's when all of us were born with, like, all our moms.
Hang on, let me mute the third mic for a second, just so the men can talk.
What I'm saying...
You guys suck.
Welcome to the Clumsy Walrus podcast. We got a full house today, this whole crew, we have weird mics. Well, I have a weird mic, so I don't know. I'm trying to do a bunch of shit at the same fucking time, so I apologize if it sounds like garbage. And by apologize, I mean I don't care.
Pretty sure they apologized, though, for the way that they were towards women back in the day.
No, but I mean, what I'm saying
They
is...
knew they were shitty.
No, but seriously, I feel like the 70s was...
They probably didn't know they were shitty.
I feel like the 70s was way less tolerable against, like, there was more women that spoke out in the 70s than the 80s. Like,
Well, the 70s is
it was like the revolution.
the love, the hippie movement was in the 70s.
And then the 80s, they were kind of like, oh, it's cool, like, whatever. They just...
The only thing that happened in the 70s, though, was, like, women stopped shaving their legs and armpits, which is garbage.
And then maybe, like, all the guys got grossed, and by the time the 80s came back around, then they were like, they started shaving so the guys would forgive them. That's why they weren't.
Why do we even have women on this podcast?
Wait, say that again? What?
Like, I think after the 70s, like, when women got all gross and stuff...
What do you mean they got all gross? I'm
then-
so confused.
then the 80s
You lost me when they got gross.
I clipped that by clapping, I'm sorry.
The 80s, and then they shaved and, started, like, like, listening again and stuff. And then that's when...
Listening again.
Did you say they shaved?
No, remember, because, like...
They stopped shaving.
They stopped shaving the 70s.
Oh.
No, but in all seriousness,
I guess this was
don't
a
you think there was
personal
more
choice,
women
though.
that, like, it was more... I think more men got away with stuff in the 80s than they did in the 70s, is my point.
Wait.
In all seriousness.
When do you think women started shaving?
Well, no, but I'm saying there was a revolt. There was a revolt in the 70s, so they stopped shaving because...
Well, that was the whole flower child.
What I mean is there was a point when, like, women didn't shave.
Yeah.
So, like, women were gross for eternity and for, like, 300, 400 years?
No, but when that point in time where you're saying they didn't shave was when dragons were still around.
I mean, it's...
Like, we've moved past that.
Yeah, it's gross to me, I mean...
Dragons.
There's other countries, though, that deal with it.
I'm just saying it's gross
There's
to me.
other
I mean,
countries.
but if you want to have
No,
hair,
it's
that's
not.
cool. I don't care. I'm not...
I was unaware that this was a sexist podcast.
No, so
No, I mean, we're also in America where there's only, like, where white people are the supreme race as well, right?
Oh my god.
Dylan's cutting this out.
What is happening?
No, obviously, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Clumsy Walrus or racist sexist walrus?
Hang on, I'm gonna go piss out of my huge dick. Hang on.
Okay.
Wait, he shut his mic off before he said that, didn't he?
Yeah,
I don't know.
You suck.
So what's new, Kristen Moore?
He said, I'm gonna go piss out of my huge dick.
That was a joke.
It was a joke.
What's new, Chad?
With you guys.
Kristen goes, it was a joke.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
I was wondering if you would
Oh,
say
damn.
anything.
She's the one that would know.
I was just trying to point to the joke and be an asshole. Because no, that's the one thing that Dylan knows. He's always trying to be an asshole, so just give it right back to him. And
Trying? Succeeding or no?
Oh, I
being an asshole.
succeeded.
Yeah, he succeeds in being an asshole.
So
I
what's new-
succeed as well.
Chad, what's new with you?
I'm going to ask you first.
Oh, okay. Well, I cut my hours back at my day job, so I've actually finished 2 drawings this week that I otherwise would not have finished had I not cut my hours back. So
Yeah.
I mean, well, time will tell whether that was a good choice or not. But
What's
hey,
the-
I had fun.
What's the plug for that? Where would they find your art at?
I'm on Instagram, Lauren Goss. No, sorry,
Yeah.
Lauren dot Goss dot art
You don't even know what it's
on
called.
Instagram.
I'm
and
looking it up right now to
it's-
make sure.
It's Lauren
Follow
Goss
me. That is
art.
literally my Instagram.
It's Lauren
You're my best friend.
No,
Goss-
it is. You're
Goss
right.
art.
What is happening to our microphone?
Is what it is.
Lauren.goss.art. Yeah.
Some fucked
Oh
up.
yeah. So I finished like those 2 drawings that I started like years ago. I finally finished this week because I didn't have to work as much.
And Lauren and I have talked about opening a shop together.
Yeah, which we're actually going to have to spend time together to do.
And money, but we're gonna make candles, posters, Lauren's artwork. We're gonna get prints.
I can't hear you.
We're gonna get prints of. I just feel like I have to like literally touch this thing.
Yeah, you do.
It gives me
Make
the
out
creep.
with
It
it.
gives me the
You-
creeps. I don't
you
like
s-
being this close to something.
You started your Etsy shop though, right?
No.
It's
Well,
not.
we're gonna start
I
one
thought-
It's
together.
my Etsy shop.
Okay, well I'll put yours in the description. So if you can get yours up by Monday, you'll be in yours.
Why
too.
does this microphone keep sliding? Anyways,
We'll probably do both at first. We'll probably just and I don't know what Lauren wants to do, but we'll probably get some of the art and just throw it up on the toy art, and then eventually she's gonna branch out and do her own thing. I think. I don't know.
What's
I
what?
don't know.
yeah, that's what.
Lost
Well,
my mic.
Yeah, vamp, Chad.
I got some toys up there right now for sale, so I've been trying to open it up for like 3 years now, and I finally we spent some time. The next thing is I'm gonna on Facebook I'm gonna have a toy group
It should be a little stiffer.
where I can actually just have my own toy group and buy and sell stuff online and stuff. Like I told you the other day, Dylan, I think last time we talked about it, the plan is to sell until the end of August, and then go back on film stuff.
The end of August.
Then I'm gonna just
No, you
sell-
didn't tell me any of that. Thanks.
Well, no, I did.
Thanks for doing that, like for the whole world.
No, I did. I told you. At the end of August, I'm going to sell. That's the plan, is to sell and get some money put back. And then at the end of August, jump back into, work on other stuff.
I'd like to. I think my full-time job is going to go be just shooting stock footage and uploading it on the internet.
Yeah, tell us more about that.
I think my new job's going to be just uploading stock footage and selling it on the internet.
So,
That's the whole
How do you-
whole plan.
so,
How is that going to work? What does that look like?
so yeah, you wake up in the morning.
Oh, I wake up in the morning.
What time? What time do you wake up?
11 a.m.
Okay, 11 a.m.
What?
Breakfast?
8 a.m.
Breakfast?
7
Do you get breakfast?
6 a.m. 6 a.m. I
you never wake up at 11 a.m.
I'll wake up at 4
Right, coffee?
3:30 in the morning.
Coffee?
3:30 in the morning. I'll have some coffee.
Grapes?
I will take-
Strawberries?
I will take Kristen to work.
Okay.
I will come back. I will then have an everything bagel with cream cheese.
Delicious.
Then I will throw the camera system into the car.
Okay.
And then I will just go somewhere where I know I can get something
So
I
you
need.
drop Kristen off at what time again?
3:58 a.m.
So you'll be back at the
59
house by
sometimes.
4:30ish. How long does it take?
4:12.
4:12. So how long does it take you to make the bagel and actually put the camera system in the car today? What's the time limit there?
Well, see, there's the
Minutes
thing.
and 20 seconds.
Stock footage, like I can't shoot at night.
Can I get in? This is rapidly becoming the most boring podcast ever.
Well, no,
Oh yeah. No, I thought we were.
Well, no, I want to know
I
like
thought we were joking around.
I want to know what your
How
process
long does it
is.
take?
So you'd be on the road. So you have everything packed. You're eating your bagel. So your bagel, then, if you're trying to kill time, you just eat a bagel for 3 hours.
No, not 3 hours.
Yeah,
Fuck face.
Well, you said you can't. You said you can't shoot in the until it gets to light. Right?
No, but like I get home at like a little bit after 4 o'clock in the morning. Like I have until like 6:30 for sunrise. So as long as I'm to the location by 6 o'clock, set up, I can shoot time lapse
Okay, so
and watch the action.
So you're ready at the location at 6.
Well, it's depending on what I'm doing.
Were you gonna know ahead of time? You're gonna just go out and like.
Maybe somebody needs an airplane taking off in the afternoon. Why would I go in the morning?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know, but I'm saying, are you gonna pre-plan out your days? Or you just gonna get up in the morning to see what you can find going on an adventure? Like how into you're going?
Probably both.
Yeah, I think you should get out in the morning.
Like Kristen had actually suggested a thing where I do like Monday and Tuesday, like I only do airplanes.
You should blog too while you're doing it. You should put the camera in the car. Like, hey,
That's
what's
a lot
Like
of
a whole
editing.
day where you go different times.
Well, I mean,
of
but
the
what
day
else if you?
to film?
Why not do that? And then you could.
Well, because
And
I
your
want- I need to-
project is airplanes.
Because I need to edit the stock footage and get that uploaded.
But I'm saying if you're working, if you're doing this full time, why not then edit that? If you get extra time, why not just make a blog and then you can people see your blog and be like, hey, I'll buy this guy's stock footage, but I'll make this blog.
No, I mean that would be down the road, like after I like actually find like specific like spots that I can like go to, rather than driving around, because driving around is gonna be fucking pointless.
Well, that's why you would blog. Then it would be an adventure and it would be content that you could put up to help you sell.
I'm too busy
So, like,
listening to music.
Blog as you're doing it.
Yeah, like put the camera in the car, the loading, be like, hey, this is my cream cheese bagel, guys. 6 a.m. ready to go find some stock footage. Then we'd like switch a hat, turn the hat backwards, and drive off and get some.
Or
good shots.
I could not put my entire life on the internet.
Well, I mean, but yeah, I enjoyed the video blogs back in the day. I wish we'd get back to those. We stopped on episode 3.
No, but I got weird about putting my entire life on the internet. That's why I quit using social media as much, because I wanted to keep some shit fucking private.
I understand.
Because you're so famous.
But I mean, but
No, not like that's not pretentious or anything like that. But like, I don't like. Do you know how involved a date like a vlog is? Do you know how much
it's weird
time that
having
is?
to have. It's weird having to have content that you have to put. Like you have to feel like we have to post something today. Like,
And if you do a
We're gonna
schedule
go do
that's
this.
if you do a
Like,
schedule
Kristen,
that's
let's
like
hear
I
it.
upload
No,
like Monday,
not gonna
Wednesday,
do
Friday, the minute that you miss a Wednesday, like half your audience is gone.
And I'm not gonna be forced.
And
to
plus, I
smile.
curse. I can't even monetize the videos on YouTube because I curse.
just put like a
Wait, what?
put like the I hear you out there every time you curse or something.
So that's more editing for me.
Wait.
But I'm saying if this is what you want to do, and I mean I know you to blog and isn't what you want to do, but I'm just saying why not do it?
Guys, you can't monetize if you curse?
It depends.
Depends on the advertiser. Because now you have to select every single video you upload on YouTube. You have to check a box that says it's for kids or it's not for kids.
Oh, okay.
So less advertisers will gravitate
Especially with kids.
towards the not for kids section. Because like if you have cursing and everything like that, even if you make your own music, you still monetize it, but your views will be much lower because your content will be rated mature rather than for everyone.
I know that this is like a really...
That's why I've stepped away from YouTube so much. Because they're fucking censoring.
Yeah. I know that there's probably, really not much to be done about this, but the fact that we, censor shit that, people can't curse, God, it fucking pisses me off.
Well, no, that's
It's just words.
a lot of
Why can I call somebody a bitch? You can say the word, oh, you're a bitch, and that's fine, because bitch is a word for female dog, right? You can't be like, ah, fuck, I stubbed my toe. It's just a word.
And this is why Dylan should do blogging, because he is going into this industry. We need to fight censorism.
censorism.
By blogging and doing,
That checks out.
by doing videos and stuff like this and podcasts.
Censorship.
Yeah, that's what I said. Did you hear about this new social media platform that I saw somebody posting? Did you see? Is that a thing?
Oh my God!
Stop.
I'm not talking about it.
Is it a thing?
I'm not talking about it.
No.
Well, I don't know anything about it. I just saw people posting about it. Is it?
You saw people or one?
You saw
What?
Well, I saw multiple people actually.
Really?
Yeah, multiple people.
threatening to leave
And
Facebook.
and where do
And
those people's ideals align?
I mean, is it more kind of conservative platform? But what I said, I mean, I never went into it to check it out. But is it? They said that there's less censorship though. Is that true? Or
Okay, so here's the thing. I will tell you exactly what is going to happen with Parler. I will tell you.
That's what it's called.
I will tell you exactly what's going to happen with Parler.
Thank you.
Right?
That's what it's called.
People are so concerned with how fucking woke America is becoming. They're like, yeah, let's jump on this social media platform. And at the same time, none of those motherfuckers are leaving Facebook.
Well, no, of course, but
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat.
Also, where
There's
were the
only 4, and there's not going to be any more.
TikTok is up there with it
Okay,
now.
5.
Absolutely.
But TikTok used to be Musical.ly.
But you do know eventually stuff does eventually fade out. So that's
Do you remember? But those 5 haven't.
Wait,
Not yet, anyway. That's what I'm saying. I don't know anything about it.
They would have.
guys.
The way that the internet works, they would have already.
I don't know. Does TikTok count as social media? Isn't it more of a content creating
It's definitely
platform?
social media.
Well, but you could also put it in the same classification as YouTube, though.
It's social
Yeah.
media though
I consider
too.
YouTube also social media.
But I wouldn't. I'm saying
Why not?
specifically words.
I mean, you can still comment. You can still comment.
No, but on social media, you share things from those platforms to your social media pages.
Anyways,
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Well, I'm just saying that
How often do you go to a creator's About Me page on YouTube?
I mean, I have read
Ever?
them before. I mean, I have.
You have
Not-
before, though.
But some of the YouTube videos are themselves. The videos are just about me. So it's kind of the same thing. It's just different format.
YouTube's become more of like a movie theater than a coffee shop.
I'm confused.
I would-
That's fair.
I would say that
It's a con-
that Facebook is more like a coffee shop, and YouTube and TikTok are more like a movie theater.
yeah, I mean, YouTube is their own streaming
So
service.
it's not going to be a thing then for you saying, I don't know anything about it. I just saw.
No, what's going to happen is everyone's going to be like, "Oh, it's super dope," and they're going to go to this, but none of their actual friends are going to follow them, and they're going to realize that none of their friends are on that platform, and they'll slowly stop using it on their phone.
So, like, back to the TikTok thing. So, like,
I can mute your mic if you want me to.
Can you hear all that?
But it's mumbling. If you guys
Oh.
need to say something off mic, just tell me. I can mute it.
back to the TikTok
Go
thing.
like
though.
this.
So,
Or
like,
say it on mic.
Go like this. if you need
whenever
to.
I first jumped on TikTok, one of the things I was on there is I noticed there wasn't many people doing the toy thing. And, like, I did Instagram way too late, and there's so many people doing Instagram, but, like, the thing that I've learned is jumping on platforms early. And so TikTok is not a lot of people doing toy stuff, and there's a lot of people doing film stuff, like behind-the-scenes film stuff, not many people doing toy stuff. So I was trying to be one of the first ones to kind of do that, and I post stuff like that. So I didn't know if Parler was something where I could actually sell something, if that's even a thing, like how it works and stuff.
All Parler is going to be is a bunch of people bitching about not being able to speak while
Yeah.
speaking.
What?
So
Which
it's
is
like,
like-
is it a Twitter? Is it more of a Twitter type thing?
I don't know what it is, but all the reasons I've seen people going to it is because Facebook is censoring people.
Yeah.
Which I'm still confused by that, by the way. Like,
I don't-
who is being censored?
I don't.
Because,
I don't
like, if we're
know.
talking about, like, what everything that's going on, not going into specific details, but if we're talking about, like, what's going on, I have seen a lot of racist posts and stuff that are still clearly going around, which means you have every
I
right
mean,
to post
I feel-
whatever the fuck you
So
want.
who's being censored on Facebook?
Well, to be fair here, I'm
Who's
gonna
being
kind
censored?
of like toe the line here a little bit, I guess. So like, I posted a lot of funny memes in the past that would be considered sexist, racist, like, but they're funny. And like I always say, if something's funny and you're doing it because it's funny and it's in good taste, and you're not doing it because you actually do dislike someone or discriminate against someone, I think it's cool, because at the end of the day, social media is kind of a joke. It's ridiculous. You shouldn't take anything seriously. I don't think politics and religion, that's not the place to talk about social media. I don't. Like, I would rather do it like something like this, like a podcast, or even like in a coffee shop. But I feel like, because there's so much bullshit on social media, I feel like it's for memes and then selling stuff as of right now. Like, that's kind of that's the two things.
But the scary thing, though, is that's how social media is now. Is that's the way people communicate,
No,
especially with everything that's going on.
And that's what's
now.
so funny. But it's like
They use it to communicate.
But
So
I
that's the
don't-
only thing they have.
I just feel like an intelligent person wouldn't take anything seriously on social media, like, without doing
I can hear
research. You know what I mean?
It might
Like-
be the headphones. It's probably the headphones.
Like, if COVID shows anything, that how fast, propaganda and people can spread and fear, and if people are getting that stressed out because of social media, that's a problem, that you're taking it way too serious. You know what I mean? And I understand you see so much stuff and you have a problem when you're scrolling and stuff, but like, just get off it. Like, don't. But I'm just saying, it's just, I never took it that serious, but they do censor some stuff. But it's like, it's hard for the creators. What do they say? Like, because they don't know when people are actually doing legit threats, or if is it like a meme that's funny, and like, where do you draw the line between what's...
See, I draw a line.
Okay, well, I can hear you guys. That's weird, though.
See, like, especially with social media, here's the thing: is like, there's always going to be people who are out to, I feel like, cause. I think I was about to lose my train of thought. Hopefully, that didn't do it. There's always going to be people who try to create drama.
Chaos.
Yeah, I lost my train of thought. Yeah,
Aw.
chaos. I know I had it. And
Some people
this
just
whole
want to watch
thing
the
was-
world burn.
Yeah, I lost it.
But I feel like
It was really good, too.
the number one thing, what I think that why you can't really take it seriously, or why I don't think anything should be censored, is like, you never know. People are going to act completely different behind a computer screen. People can act hard all day long, but people aren't going to be themselves. They never say the things they're going to say in real life. And I'll always talk about my legacy and stuff. Anything that I'll say online, I'll always say to my face. And I've said inappropriate stuff. I'm not as afraid to speak on mine, because I always want to be myself, and I want to be as real as possible.
There is room for censorship, though.
I don't know. I mean, like,
See,
You don't want kids seeing people get brutally murdered.
yeah, I mean,
That's a form of censorship.
there was something that I listened.
You can't
this is
trust. You
important.
can't trust parents to explain that. You can't trust every parent.
Damn it, Dylan.
Whoa,
Jeez.
that was fucking bananas, right?
There was
Holy
something-
shit!
for
No, let me
example-
finish my thought.
Okay.
You interrupted me. Let me finish
I
my
know,
thought.
Explain what just happened real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick. No, like, you can't, like, there's a difference between a rated R movie and, like, brutality. You know what I mean? Your nephews shouldn't watch Hostel.
but
It's a
It-
form of
it's a-
form of censorship.
no, I get what you're
traumatized
saying.
them,
My argument to that is who realistically, who is responsible? The thing you think should be responsible is parents. But if parents aren't responsible, is it our responsibility?
You're ignoring the definition of censorship. If the parents won't let the kid watch it, they're censoring that from their kids.
But that's what I'm saying. It should be their job. If it's
exactly. But there still should be a rating system to let parents know that aren't in. That's why all those words are underneath the rating system, as far as movies are concerned. Like, it's rated this because of this, and then a parent can take the actual steps on whether their underage kid can go see that movie or not.
Let me put it this way. This is how.
If it just says language, go on.
Like,
but if it says brutal violence, rape, and sexual assault, like, maybe don't let your fucking 14-year-old go see that.
The video of what was the guy who got killed? I really don't know his name. I didn't watch the video.
George Floyd.
George Floyd. Thank you.
Yes.
I didn't watch the video, but I believe
should.
I believe 100% it should be up there. Like, I think that everybody should have the right to watch that. Everybody should see that because it's something that we need to be woke to. We need to understand that stuff like that does go on. But I do think it's cool that Facebook does have the things like, you know, click here where you're on risk, that kind of thing. I'm good with that kind of censorship. But I don't think Facebook should take something completely off the social media platform at all, unless it's pornography. That's the only exception. With I mean, like child pornography. I mean. Something like
is it pornography or is it child pornography?
Child
There's
pornography.
difference.
Child pornography.
So you're cool with porn being on Facebook?
Well, I mean, like they're in it. Like, I mean, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of a weird. Like, where do you draw the line? Like, do you want to? Can we actually show
Twitter has porn. Twitter has porn.
Can we show someone's head getting shot? Like someone shot in the head?
Guys, child pornography is illegal across the board.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
No, but he said both. He said pornography shouldn't be on there, and then he corrected himself and said child pornography. No pornography.
Actually, you asked him.
Okay, yeah, okay. Let's do it. If we're gonna do the across the board,
or are you just saying like no kiddie stuff? Because obviously kiddie stuff is illegal.
Yeah, so we know.
But porn isn't illegal.
Well, let's say that we are okay with porn, but it's just have the thing. The thing.
Twitter has porn
where it pops up and says, you know, don't click here and let you at your own risk. This has sexual content.
Go on your phone right now and go to Twitter. You can watch someone get their dick sucked right now on Twitter.
I mean, I believe it, and that's what I'm saying. And Twitter's still. But I believe in censorship. I believe censorship in the sense that like you should put a door in front of it, but you shouldn't completely remove the door. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, so the other thing is like if it's a graphic image on Instagram, there's it like grays it out and
that's
you can
exactly
click on it.
That's exactly what I mean. That I think that should be across the board for Facebook.
Okay, but Facebook owns Instagram.
Okay.
So what is Facebook taking down? Are they also taking Instagram posts down? I don't know anything about it. I'm asking.
Well, I mean, I don't know, but I know that I've seen people that have memes that are ridiculous or funny that have been political one way or against the other who do get removed.
But why is it removed though?
Are they making racial or like hateful, like almost threats on the comments?
But is it
taken down?
Is it like an image of Trump being like lynched, and that's why it's taken down? Because you can't threaten the president.
Like that go, no, but I've seen posts like that. We watched that video on Twitter. Of that person.
So what are they taking down exactly?
If you're the president, being lynched with a face on there, and it did not get taken down. It really pissed me off.
If you're the president of the United States, though, should you really be worried about someone making a meme on the internet? Like, that's just the way I feel.
I think that's protected.
I think that's stupid. No, I think that's ridiculous.
No, I think you absolutely should. Because when Obama was president, a guy like made it through the front fucking door.
No, but I'm talking about specifically cartoons and stuff like that. I mean, like, because then
what do you think that guy that made it through the front door of the White House did before he actually stormed the gates?
But my
he was probably posting memes on Instagram.
Okay, well, my problem is this is back to the film thing and censorship. If you start censoring shit, like when people can make fun of the presidents or make fun of celebrities, where do you stop the line from that actually interfering with films? If you dislike someone politically that is doing something bad that you know is bad, and then you want to make a movie to speak out of what you believe against the injustice.
We're talking about two different things now.
I think it's kind of the same thing.
No, you bring in movies in, that's different. Because
but I'm saying if they attack memes, when were they going to come after videos? What's next?
Well, they already do attack videos.
No, because that's already covered, though. A movie isn't a video on YouTube or Facebook.
Chad, it kind of sounds like you're describing a sort of communist sort of country.
Yeah, it really does. Like, a theatrical released actual movie is way different than like somebody just throwing a video up on Facebook.
But that's what I'm saying.
I think what Chad is trying to say, it's a slippery slope.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, I just think it's stupid to waste our time and energy worrying about people making stupid. I'm talking about me specifically.
No, it's good. It's a good thing that the politicians aren't in charge of movies.
I know, but I'm saying,
he's saying they eventually could be.
But at the end of the day, I don't really care because Facebook is free. So, like, at the end of the day, I always say, I don't give a fuck. Like, you guys do whatever you want. If I'm paying for it, it's one thing, but if I'm doing it for free, you guys can do whatever you want.
Well,
That's why no one has the right to bitch about it.
That's also the thing. The government doesn't have anything to do with Facebook.
Okay, but you guys, you said a minute ago, like, it's illegal to make threats against the president. Is it legal to make threats against other people's lives?
That's
It's
what I
a
was
genuine question. I don't
What
know.
makes his life more important than
No,
anybody else's?
I guess I should. It's a federal offense
Okay.
to threaten the president. I guess I should have said that part,
Okay.
the federal offense part, because Kennedy.
Well, yeah.
Like,
You know what I mean? Like,
He's not the only one.
well,
and I'm talking about both sides. I feel like that if it's in good taste and it's funny, and I mean, let's say what's in good taste, what's funny, people have different opinions, but like, if you're removing cartoons and like memes and shit like that, because they're
what cartoons and memes were removed though? Can you tell me?
No, I mean, I don't know specifically, but there are.
See, but that's the one
That's
thing
the
that the
thing
people that people complain about things getting censored can never tell me what got
and that's
removed.
what's
Well, I mean,
that's
I-
What got
one of the most
removed?
annoying things for me.
I think it's fear projecting.
like
What got
That's what
removed?
I,
Okay.
Like, what is it?
I
Tell
do
me,
have
'cause
one.
I have not seen
Now,
it.
is it somebody like setting like a gay person on fire, yelling "faggot" at them? Like, yeah, probably should remove that.
But that's not in good taste. But I've had
Oh
stuff.
my god.
I've had like memes like jokingly who had like kind of poked fun at school shootings and stuff, which is not funny. The actual shooting is not funny.
no, it's
but-
not.
But
they
at the
have it
same
right
time,
posted,
but the meme in its context is funny, and I think it's
Okay.
stupid. That's kind of
Did it get removed?
It has gotten. I have posted something before. Yeah.
Okay.
And it got removed.
Yeah.
So who flagged it?
I mean, I don't know. Someone exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So that
It's
was
stupid.
it. Wasn't Facebook
Wait.
doing that? It was somebody else
Okay, no.
flagging
Can I-
it
Fair enough.
that brought it to their
Fair
attention.
enough. Yeah, and that's what's
Guys.
stupid. Yeah.
You just said it's not in good taste. Taste is an opinion.
And taste is very subjective as well.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
So
It's a,
we're also talking about freedom, as far as I can understand.
That's what we're talking about.
The main underlying thing here is that you guys are discussing the freedom of being able to post what you want to be able to post and whether it should be censored. Censoring is a lot that you don't have freedom if it's being censored. That doesn't mean that it shouldn't be censored.
do you know what the best point she just made was? We're sitting in a spare bedroom in South Carolina in the United States, and we're saying whatever the fuck we want.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Do you know if we're in any Middle Eastern country, this is illegal?
I guess.
So I guess we're bitching about first world problems. To be
Yeah.
completely honest with you,
I mean, I'm definitely no. I'm not on the train where I think, oh my gosh, our rights are being taken away. Because I think that's ridiculous. I think that but I do think that people bitch way more than they should about. So I think our priorities as a country and America and the civilization is so fucked up. We worry about the dumbest shit. Like,
we only bitch because it's easy here.
but I'm saying even the mask thing, bitching about, oh, I have to wear it, I don't have to wear it. You're both fucking idiots. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck either way. That should not be a priority either way. Like, there's people that are starving on the streets that are homeless. There's people that there's child pornography. There's people all kinds of like that.
You can't compare COVID to child pornography.
No, but I'm just saying. But I mean, we worry about the dumbest shit. But I'm talking about just people in general arguing back and forth about a piece of cloth going over your mouth.
I
Well,
think
I understand both sides, and I get both sides, but I still think it's something like. But that's
It shouldn't be an argument.
it should
Guys.
be. Yeah, I mean,
we can't discuss each individual topic when we're discussing our freedom to act on those individual topics. It's either we have the freedom or we don't. You can't be like, well, on this topic, we
I
should
think
have freedom.
Chad's just venting a little bit too. Mixed in
I'd
here.
like to say something.
no, I'm tired. It's had a long work week. I'm not venting anymore.
It's not necessarily about our rights or anything like that. I just want to say that if anybody has personal opinions that they feel so strongly about that they need to post on Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is, if you have the guts, the balls, whatever it is, to post it, you better stand by it.
Absolutely.
And if you get hate because nobody agrees with your views and the way that you stand about it, then fucking own it. Be whatever you are and own it. Because don't be a pussy.
No, I totally agree with that. That's kind of
End
the
of
whole thing.
story. Own your own comments. Nobody hacked you. Own your own comments.
And have a reason, and thoughts behind what you believe in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, back to the mask thing. Like,
Don't backpedal.
And the other thing about my favorite thing about capitalism, which I don't have a lot of good things to say about capitalism. My favorite thing to say about capitalism is if you find out some fucking restaurant owner is racist, you can not give them your money.
Yeah.
And you're completely free to do that here.
for sure.
So that's why I don't spend my money at certain places. You know what I mean? I have the...
Wait,
Save the place.
what other
Tanner's Big Orange.
what other types of government or whatever, like socialism? You wouldn't be able to do that?
Oh, well, I mean, socialism rocks to a certain extent.
So
But, like-
communism, obviously, you wouldn't be able to. There's just restaurants, right? Like you just go here. Like
Yeah,
kind of, is that
communism.
what you mean?
Communism, you'd be like, you go here on Tuesday.
okay, yeah.
You go here on Thursday. Like, but like socialism doesn't work either. See, that's
Right.
why like if we want to like kind of like move into that territory, I don't know how versed you are in it.
Well,
Chad,
I
but-
think none of it really works, but I think
No, see, but that's the problem is we, like, American capitalism does not exist. We are also not a democracy here.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing that, like, the biggest misconception about America is that we're a democracy.
as long as we have two-party
We are-
system,
We are a republic,
Yeah.
first of all.
for sure.
And we are heavily capitalist.
Mhm.
The problem with capitalism is, like, you have to, our economy should be a hybrid of socialism and capitalism. Because, like, everyone that bitches about socialism, like, doesn't have any problem calling 911.
Mhm.
The cops are socialist. The fire department is a socialist program.
Yeah.
Like, socialism is inherently in America, but there's also the capitalist side. Like, we're not like so cut and dry like people say on paper. Like, we have an amalgamation of like a lot of different things. It's just those things we haven't designed to work in unison. Does that make sense?
I get what you mean.
So, like, the reason, like, why you can still, an entry-level position at a job can still be $9 an hour, but they can still charge you $1,000 a month for an apartment. There's, like, the inflation has happened in one aspect of the economy, but not in the other. So the inflation has happened with the cost of living, but the wages have stayed like this. And everybody just goes, you just gotta pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Fuck off.
But I think
For
that
the American dream.
I think too many people use both as an excuse. I think too many people, the way they live their life, they use the words, we don't have socialism or we live in a democracy. They use it both on both sides. But I think because of the internet, because we do live in one of the best countries, maybe not the best country, but one of the best countries, we have more opportunities.
No, alright, I'm gonna stop you right there.
Mhm.
Literally, this is the best country to live in.
Mm-mm.
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
Disagree.
No, because
Disagree.
what other country has our constitution?
I don't just think Switzerland's a better country.
They don't have our constitution, though.
But
I don't fucking care. I think it's a better country. I'd rather live in Switzerland.
You'd rather live there, but it doesn't mean it's a better country.
I know.
I guess that's a matter of opinion, and
You-
for me, it's a better country.
But you can't say anything you want there.
Yeah.
You can here.
Universal health care, and
I'm not
Free
saying.
education.
I'm not saying. Okay, that's two things though.
yes, the two most important
But-
things to me.
I mean, it
To
depends.
you,
It depends on.
That's what I said. It's a matter of opinion. In my opinion, Switzerland's a better country.
So like
I'll go back
back
to
to the
England
cap.
tomorrow if you
A
want
lot
me to.
of other countries.
you're missing the point.
A lot-
I don't think. A lot of Americans don't realize how good it is here.
No, it definitely is. I think people.
I realize how good it is, and I realize how much better it could be.
Yeah, I think a lot of people should in America when they shouldn't, but I think a lot of people don't.
There's a lot of fucking dumb people here.
No, there are. I think back
Millions of
to the
It
capitalism
ruins it
thing.
for everyone.
Back to the capitalism. I think a lot of people are very materialistic in America more than anywhere in the world, or at least pretty close. Top three materialistic people.
It's the American way.
And that's what I'm saying. So, like, you could live in another country, and maybe you wouldn't have freedom of speech so much, but you would have a simpler way of life. And as long
I'm
as you're
not-
accepting that,
okay,
you're okay
so-
with that.
So don't take what I said as this being the best country to live in means it's the best country.
Yeah.
This is the best country to live in if you're a regular person. That doesn't mean that like spiritually you
Whoa.
wouldn't success.
A regular person.
Yeah, a regular run of the mill person here is totally okay with just going to work every day and saying whatever they want and sitting down.
But-
But if you want to have a different style, what are you freaking out about? Talk.
Just need to back up for a second. My back hurts.
What is a regular person? I just want to know.
No,
Their
like
definition.
the average idiot.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we're all idiots in America.
No, like of course
I'm not a
would.
regular person, though.
I would. No, you're not.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not a regular person. I'm saying the majority of America are regular people that just are fine with life the way
So
it
you're
is.
saying like the 9 to 5, white picket fence, marry, have
Those
kids.
people.
Those regular people.
This is the best country for those people.
Oh,
You
that's
guys,
okay. I
who
can agree
actually
with that.
has a white picket fence, though?
I can agree with that.
The whole entire middle of the country has white picket fence.
People who like to follow the
The
rules
whole middle of the
completely.
country, where all they're concerned with is looking at the stars at night. God darn it!
Not concerned with
And
the
they're not
cops or
worried about
anything
doing
like that.
anything else.
I think white picket fence is a metaphor.
Also, what?
Well, you can absolutely
White picket fence.
I don't see. I think of it as just the style of just like I got my family, I have a job, my wife has a job, we're good.
I go
We
to
don't have
to
work,
worry about
I go
nothing.
to work, I go home,
We have
I have my family.
we had
blah, blah,
our
blah.
only family car is a minivan, and we go to the drive-in every other Friday. Like,
Friday.
that
There's nothing wrong with that, though.
there's
I mean, like,
nothing.
that,
No, if those
that is like a
Absolutely.
that's a happy lifestyle.
If
People
those people-
some people only want to be mothers, fathers.
exactly.
You know what I
mean,
think?
that is
Now, if we go deeper into what like you were talking about, like if you want to maybe fulfill your life a little bit more, maybe you go backpack around Europe for a year. What I'm talking about, as in like the people that like are just fine with America, are never going to do that. They have no interest in seeing Italy.
I want to get out.
Those people, the people that I'm talking about that are just regular Americans, they have zero interest in seeing the
Oh,
hillsides in Ireland.
Okay, well, see, before you said regular people, now you're saying regular Americans. I get when you say regular American.
No, regular American. That's
I
what I
understand
meant.
what you mean. When you say regular people, I don't, because I don't see Americans
No, because
as like the standard of people.
no, because a couple thousand miles to the north, the Canadians, they'll go all over the world. They love it. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying like the American thing. Like it's great to live here because you can literally do whatever the fuck you want here.
No, I mean I'm glad
That's kind of
privilege is going to show for a second. I'm glad I
Yeah.
was born here instead of obviously some other countries. Like
Yeah.
I understand my privilege in being
You
born
could
in
have been-
America.
you could have
especially
been
being a
born-
white person in America.
you could have been born in a house made of mud.
No, I know.
I have a.
So like, don't get like
You
saying,
probably wouldn't be alive
I'm
right
not
now.
Can't
sad
always
that I live
do
in America,
that.
but you said best country. No.
I have
It's
a
not a
completely
best
different
country
take on
because
all
not
this.
everybody
Actually,
is equal.
But that's what I mean. By best country, that's what I mean.
Not everyone is being treated the same, so it's definitely not.
Okay, you're getting into
No,
semantics. It's
I
not
know,
what I'm
I'm
fucking
just-
talking about.
Okay.
No, racism is not semantics.
That's not what
I'm
she
just-
said. That's not what I meant.
It's not.
I got a completely different take on all this. This is kind of what I think. This is the conclusion I've came to kind of wrap this thing around.
Why don't you put the end of the mic to your mouth instead of the side of it,
Sorry, I was-
so we can actually hear you?
I was yawning, man. Sorry.
Or
So this
anything.
is the conclusion I made. So I think no matter where you were born at, whether you were born in a third world country,
I think I'm going to name this episode "We're All Racist."
and or if you were born in America or wherever, Canada, wherever, I think when it really comes down to it, it's a mindset. And of course, some people have it better than others. You know, like I mean, of course, we're more privileged and we have it better than some countries. But at the same time,
Better than every country.
but at the end
Yes,
of the
we
day,
do.
but at the end of the day,
You can't just say healthcare and that's it.
it's all
How is
about.
it better than every country?
It's because you can literally you can do whatever you want here. You can do whatever you want here.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
Oh, I know I can't. I cannot walk down the street naked doing heroin and murder somebody.
Yeah, you can.
No,
You would just have
I
to accept the
can't.
consequences.
and that is true for literally every other country.
No, because like the
She has a point, I think.
no, because you walking if you were just naked, people would just be like,
Okay,
"Oh, look at that crazy
if
lady,"
I
and
was-
everybody would ignore you.
If I was in Saudi Arabia,
They'd kill you.
no, they would kill me.
They would kill if
Me,
you walked down the road
Lauren.
naked in Saudi
No,
Arabia.
no, no,
they
no,
would
no.
kill you.
No, they would kill me for much less. but I would accept the consequences.
You're
of
not going to
that.
get killed. See, that's what I mean, though. You're not going to get killed here.
Wait, yes, we do get killed in America for murdering people. People get killed for much less than that.
You didn't. I said walking down the street naked in Saudi Arabia.
Doing heroin and murdering somebody.
In Saudi Arabia, if you walk down the street naked, they'll kill you. They will not kill you here for that.
You ignored the rest of my sentence.
No, because you're bringing it to the extreme with the rest of it.
You said I could do whatever I wanted here. I'm disagreeing.
You literally can, though.
Could you not flip that and say that some countries that you could sell CDs and not get murdered too by the police too?
Wait, can we establish?
You're bringing like other things.
I'm just saying.
I'm speaking sincerely on the basis, like basic thing.
Listen.
You can literally say whatever you want here, and you can't everywhere else.
Listen.
That's all I'm saying. It's not that complicated.
Listen, saying you can do...
You're drilling way too far down into it.
Let me say what I need to say. Saying you can do whatever you want. Can we all agree that saying you can do whatever you want implies that there are no consequences?
Well, in other countries, you can kill somebody in the street and there's no consequences. So I guess that's different.
So saying you can do whatever you want means there are no consequences.
Okay, I don't think of taking another life into that
I can't walk down the street naked and not suffer consequences.
Yeah, you can here. No one will stop.
You can't.
I guarantee you, if you walk down the street naked right now, no one would stop.
I'll do it. I'll be back.
It is illegal.
I'm leaving.
But no one would stop.
It's illegal.
No one would stop, though.
Oh my god, yes, they would.
No, they wouldn't.
Dude, if I did it long enough...
You might get an older white lady going, "Are you okay?" But everyone else is just going to pull their phone out.
You're saying because I'm a white female.
No, just because
if I was male,
you're taking it.
No.
You're taking what I'm saying and like you're amplifying it like so high.
No, I'm not. I don't.
Yeah, you absolutely are.
No, I'm not, because I don't know. First of all, if you're referring to me specifically or people in general when you say the word you.
People in general.
Okay, so
a
male.
Royal you.
Listen, a male would have a harder time walking down the street naked without getting the cops called on him than a female, because, like you said, if a female's walking down the street naked, they're gonna go, "Are you okay?" A male does it, they go, "Oh my god, he's exposing himself."
Either way, 4 out of 5 cars are not going to stop.
If you are anything other than a white person walking down the street naked, you're going to be arrested and have cops on you almost instantly.
Maybe here. So are you talking about this state? Or are you talking about anywhere?
America.
No.
Dude, racism does not exist. I saw a video of racism existing in Washington.
I'm not talking about racism. I'm not talking about sexism. I'm just talking about people being
You're saying you as a generalized American public.
Yeah.
So
people are going to react different here than they will 800 miles north of here.
They are a part of the you.
But people are going to react.
They can't do it, which means you can't do it.
Do you understand that people are going to react different depending on the region of the country you're in?
Like I said, I saw an example of racism in Washington.
I'm not talking about racism. We were talking about being naked. Why do you keep bringing race into it? If we're talking about, are we talking about naked or race?
Because the generalized you.
I'm
black
naked right now.
Do black, Mexican, Asian, Native American people not count in the you of America?
I don't care about race right now. I'm talking about naked.
I'm talking about the generalized you that you were referring to. You're saying you can get away with this in America, and you agreed just now that the you that you're referring to is general America.
Can I go back to my point?
We're gonna keep going around in circles.
Yeah. I think you guys are both equally. I think you guys are both equally wrong. But anyway,
I think you're wrong about so many more things than those two things.
No, this is kind of the conclusion I made to this whole thing. I think that the takeaway from the end of the day, like I was saying before I got really interrupted by Dylan and Lauren,
suck my dick.
Is
suck my dick.
No matter where you're born at, if you're born in a third world country, if you're born in Canada, America, Saudi Arabia, I still feel like it's
way different.
It all comes down at the end of the day. It all comes down to pros and cons, and people are going to argue me whatever. But I think it's all about mindset. If you're born in a place where you never had access to a TV or the internet and stuff, you don't give a shit about stuff like that. You have a simpler way of life, and that you appreciate things that you wouldn't appreciate here in America.
I think we were arguing two different things.
And the flip side to that here in America is we have so many things and so many opportunities that other countries don't have, and I'm very aware of that, and that's why it is still a weird place to live. But it's all about a mindset. Like it's where you're at and what you appreciate, what you have. Like, what I mean? There's so many things all throughout the world. The world's a big place, and And wherever you're at, appreciate what you have where you are. And I think so many of us take for granted, no matter where we're at, if we live in America or a third world country, what we have access to, and we take for granted of it no matter what.
Okay, I think that telling people to appreciate what they have is a form of control. It's saying, hey, you don't have it as bad as this person, so just get on with life and accept your circumstances and don't try for more. Don't try to change.
I think they should.
That's a way to control people.
No, I think they should absolutely try more, but I think before you can try, I think you have to have a good mindset, a positive outlook. All I'm saying is positivity, like, be thankful for what you do have. Even if as shitty as the situation is, you can always find something positive in it. At least,
I don't know.
Not always.
I think that change can be born from violence and from
absolutely
less than savory circumstances.
For sure.
I'm not saying it's the best way to go about it, but it can happen.
But I mean, you gotta have the good. If you're always in a positive, negative situation, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have your heart filled with hate instead of. But I do agree that positivity can come from violence and come from hate, stuff like that. I mean, it's like a phoenix from the fire kind of deal.
Yeah.
But you're getting into like psychology and shit.
I know. I'm just saying, but that's just my mindset.
Not necessarily.
Well, I mean, the same. One kid could, say like, I'm going to be better, and the other kid could be like, I fucking love being in a gang. They could grow up the exact same. Like, that's kind of.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's kind of my whole point. It all depends on the person.
That's what we were talking about.
It all depends on the person. That's what I'm saying.
I was speaking literally.
Oh, I was just saying figuratively.
I'm just saying it all depends on the person. You have your mindset or where you are and your circumstances means a lot. Like you can overcome.
Depends on your home life a lot too, though.
Well, of course. I mean, you're always like I always said.
What
Like
was that? Why did it turn white when I wiped it? Did Kristen like and then bounce?
At the end of the day, we're all selfish humans, and no one really cares. No one really cares about each other as much as they should. Let's be honest with that. We're all selfish. We're born with being selfish.
I don't believe that, actually.
No, I mean, I'm still positive, too. I think that there are good people and we help each other, but I think our natural instinct is to be selfish because we're animals, kind of.
Well, our natural instinct is to be selfish.
That's
but,
kind of what I'm saying.
See, the thing that, like, that always, like, tears me away from that statement is, like, how we were after 9/11.
No, we can rise above it, but I'm saying
like, it's
naturally.
Weird. But isn't that weird, though? How, like, 9/11 happened and all of a sudden everybody was fucking super patriotic. Especially New York City, where they all fucking yell at each other all the time. And then, like, 9/11 happened and everybody was nice for, like, months to each other. But it's... No, but, like, 9/11 happened and it was, like, a huge thing for the country, right? But then, like, years go by and everybody's... slowly starts to raise those middle fingers to everybody. You know what I mean?
I think that is a psychology issue.
So, like, there's some people...
part of the human condition.
There's some people that think that we need a disaster like that, like, a lot.
Can I go back to the meme thing? This is a question for you, Dylan, and for you, Dylan, if you guys want to chime in. Do you think 9/11 memes that are offensive should be banned from Facebook?
No.
No.
But they are.
At the beginning of this podcast, I said that like, the whole argument we're in right now is because, like, I liked our Constitution because I'm able to say whatever I want.
Okay, cool. All right.
So, like, on this podcast, I can say faggot, I can say nigger, I can say whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
And
he's using that as an example, by the way, too, but I get what absolutely.
I can say tranny. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can say
sure.
fairy, twink. I can... what else? Cracker, spook, nignog. I can say whatever the fuck I want. But, like, hopefully the
Bill
people
Gates,
that listen to this podcast know where my heart is.
Yeah, Bill Gates is
That's
a conspiracy. He's trying to implant us all. I mean, I can say that. I'm not a believer. I'm just saying I can't say that.
You can say that.
Yeah.
But at the same time...
9/11 was an inside job. Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself.
Okay. We're talking about two different things now. I'm talking about words.
No,
I'm not afraid of words.
Yeah, me either. I agree.
But I also am respectful towards people. Like, of course I'm not going to drop an N-bomb in front of, one of my black friends. Of course. Or a random black stranger.
Yeah.
Like, of course I'm not going to do that.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at 4 o'clock in the morning the other day, I also helped this random kid try to jump his car on the side of Lawrence Road.
Yeah.
At 4:15 a.m. And he's just like, yeah, I'm up the road. I'll walk there. And he goes, meet me over there. Did one thing go, this kid's gonna fucking kill me because he's black?
He has a hoodie and Skittles on. He's got to be a gang member.
No, man. I fucking pulled down Lawrence Road. I spun around. And I tried to jump his car.
Yeah.
I know where my heart is.
And you're alive.
if anybody wants to tell me on here or comment or anything that I'm racist or homophobic, you can go ahead and call me that.
Yeah.
I know where my heart is. I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Like, don't listen to me then. Don't listen to the show.
Well said, man.
If you think I'm homophobic or racist or transphobic or xenophobic or any whatever fucking phobic I can be, I don't want you here listening to the show anyway. So fuck off. If you actually think that I'm a racist or a homophobe or any of the thing that I just said, fuck off. Unsubscribe. Don't listen to this.
Well said, man. Very good. Very good. I like it. But yeah, back.
I literally have a shirt in there that says "Gay's not okay." It's fabulous. like, fuck. That I guess that could be equivalent to saying I have a black friend, but like,
Yeah.
I think that like.
But I also told everyone that thinks I'm homophobic to fuck off before I said that. So like, they're already
I think the viewers know where your heart is, man. I think you're good, man. Like
people,
and like I said, but we can all agree as a human race. We do. Like I said, that's my whole thing is that I struggle with. Is priorities just makes worry about the dumbest stuff. Like I totally get the thing about like the Aunt Jemima syrup and all that. I get it, but at the same time, like
talking to the end of the mic, please.
Our priorities are mixed up. I think our priorities are mixed up. Like I don't think removing something, whether it be from a movie or a song or a TV or a syrup or a box of cereal, should have come above when children are starving in the world.
No,
That's kind of
that's the one thing I'll agree with you on. Like, well, not one thing, multiple things, but like, I don't think we're focusing on the right things.
We absolutely. That's what I'm saying. We still have something that's so easy as child hunger, which is still a thing that I still don't understand is an issue.
Homelessness.
And homelessness and like I said, and kids in sex trafficking rings, which is absolutely a real thing. And every time it gets brought to the light, it gets overshadowed by the celebrity that died or some bullshit world disaster, And I think,
what are you covering your eyes for?
I think we're all getting tired of it. You know what I mean? Anyway, but
talk.
It's just a lot to unpack. I really think that everything that you guys just kind of talked about, especially you, Chad, just now, it's just a way that we're being controlled. And I know that I sound like a,
tinfoil hat.
You're all sheep, but I mean, it really is. Like, if you censor certain things that people are saying or doing, you're allowing that person who has certain beliefs or ideas to be more in the mainstream than what they may have been had they not been censored.
no,
Does that make sense?
I mean,
You're amplifying them. Is it not working?
It keeps cutting out.
It's fucking. Thanks, Apple, for your phones are dope, but your headphones are garbage. Not sponsored by Apple, by the way. Now I lost my train of thought. So, but I agree with you. But what was your train of thought? I was agreeing with you, but now I don't remember what you said.
Okay, I guess what I'm saying is I'm not like too aware of who does the censoring and stuff like that, or who even maybe be behind all of that. That
FCC.
No, I know on the surface, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there's your tinfoil hat. I see it now.
Right. So if there's certain ideas that were made, or that a certain group of people may want us to believe or hear, but then that person has other ideas that they don't want us to know because those are trigger words, they're bad words and they're different things that we've been taught. Oh, no, that's bad. But the government goes, oh, no, but... Oh, shit. No, I met a group of people.
Well, no. See, that's why I like the free thinking people that like question. Like, I would rather listen to something where people question everything as long as they're not being ridiculous. Like if I all right,
like a simulation.
But when I say question everything, like if I launch a video and someone goes, "What? I don't think the sky is actually blue. I think it's a government." Like, fuck that guy. But like
the robot birds.
Yeah. I'm not interested in that. I don't think that's a thing.
Well, that's why COVID-19 was invented. To change
yeah,
the batteries.
all right. That's what I'm kind of talking about. Like, I don't give a fuck about that shit. But, like, but more of, like, the people that, like, question, like, why are you trying to push this on me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what you were just saying. Like, I would prefer to, listen to the people that are like, why is Facebook censoring? Not the people that are saying, like, fuck Facebook because they're censoring.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more interested in the person saying, like, why. And then I want that person also have a journalist degree or be working towards that and be able to, like, know the resources they can dig in and find out, like, this specific person is aligned, like, donates money to here, and they're in this position at Facebook, so that's why this thing is being... You know what I mean? Like, explain it to me. Don't tell me, like, Facebook censors you, because fuck them. I don't believe you.
I'm going to go off on a tangent for a second.
Do you know
what something you just said?
Do you know what I mean, though?
Sorry.
Like, I would want someone to tell me, like, a name of somebody that is in that position, in a specific position that is specifically taking things away. Like, I don't want to read something that just says Facebook is censoring you because fuck you, and not give me any actual evidence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I would rather read
clickbait.
Exactly. I would rather read, like, the specific journalist saying, like, no, Facebook is doing this because of this specific algorithm, and they're like, I'm more interested in that story than the I'm leaving this for Parler because they're censoring because things.
Right.
Like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Because things? Like, what does that mean?
My tangent.
I was just trying to tell
However,
Louise off.
Can I ask you, do you think that having a college degree automatically makes a person more apt and more
It depends on the situation.
Agree. It depends on the job.
does it?
Yes.
Depends on the job. I think
I don't want... you want a doctor that has a degree?
I think...
No, what I mean is college degree not versus completely untrained or like obviously not like straight out the streets. Doctor's not fair because
Lawyer?
no, listen, what I mean is more versus trade school.
Oh, no, that would count. Like, I don't want, like, someone that says they're a journalist with nothing... That I guess I need to, like, drill back into, like, what I meant by that. Like, by journalism degree, I mean, like... I don't mean necessarily like a college degree that says they're a journalist. I mean, like, someone that has a background of actually investigative... Like, they don't have to go to school for it. But it can't be just a random fucking person that has no background saying, like, this is what's happening.
Guarantee you I could write a journalism, like a journalist column, with actual facts that I could back up, and it would be grammatically correct.
No, okay, but you would also need sources.
Right, as we just said, I could back it up.
Well, then you would be a journalist. No, legit sources.
But I would... Duh. That's what I mean.
I don't mean
back
citing.
it up.
I don't mean citing. I mean sources.
Okay.
Not citing something. I mean actual
And you
connections.
have to have gone to college in order to be able to obtain a source.
That's what I just fucking said. Yes, I don't mean, like, a degree as in, like, from a college. I mean, like, you can't just be a random fucking Twitter handle that says something. Like, you have to have, like... I'll listen to you if you have, like, the things to back everything up. Do you get what I mean or no? I mean, like, I'm not going to listen to somebody that just randomly posts.
That people who make it into the higher levels of media have done so
That's
via
not what I'm talking
corrupt. Okay, but you kind of are, because you're saying that you wouldn't just trust anybody.
I'm going to make my
No,
closing
like,
remarks.
Meaning that if
some-
you don't know the person's name, you're going to go, you're full of shit.
You have to have some credentials. I don't mean know the person's name. You just have to have some credentials. Like, you can't just be a random one person that no one's ever heard of that just...
Even if the sources are, like legit.
Then they would be credible if the sources were legit. That's not what I'm talking about.
I'm going to make my closing remarks, and I'll let you guys go.
Do you
Vote
get what I
third
mean?
party.
No,
vote
hold
goal,
on. Do you
vote
get what I
goal.
mean?
Third party. Vote.
It's different if... one person that can't back anything up and the other person that can back things up, which one are you going to trust? See, we're saying the same fucking thing.
No.
We're just not. You're just not listening.
What I'm saying is your original statement implied that you have to have a college degree in order.
Oh my God, you're taking everything so literal.
You literally.
It doesn't have to be that literal.
You
That's not what I
literally-
meant.
You literally said college degree. You know, like those words came out of your mouth.
That's not what I meant. It's not. It doesn't have to be that literal. Why are you playing music all of a sudden? That's so weird for you to do that.
I like this song. Alright, man.
Nobody knows what song that was.
That was popular. Alright, man. I'm going downstairs. Everybody thinks this is the Clumsy Walrus show.
Literal. No, it doesn't have to be that literal. That's not what I. That's not what I was saying.
Okay, Mr. Talking to the mic.
That's not what I was saying. It doesn't have to be that literal. What I was saying, I guess I don't think that way. I don't think in everything being like completely literal. Like, I guess I talk in hyperbole a little bit, so that might be why I'm getting frustrated. Because when I say college degree, I don't mean a legit actual piece of paper framed on someone's wall. I mean somebody that's not just some fucking jackhole on the internet that says like, I read this, so I know what I'm talking about. I mean, like, you don't have to have a journalism degree from Columbia to, like, that's not what I meant. I meant, like, if you can back it up, then you know, there's plenty of journalists that don't have degrees, but they're still journalists. That's not what I meant. It's just, that's kind of what I was leaning towards. I said degree because I was leaning towards the professional part of it. Not literally a piece of paper from some fucking building.
As I said, I was going to go off on a tangent, so at least I warned you.
True. I don't even know what this sounds like.
Yeah, why don't you have your headphones on?
Because I got up. Because I wanted to smoke pot, and I'm probably going to have to bleep that out now, too. Fuck!
I wanted to smoke a cigarette.
See that thing? It's just pot. Bam!
Cigarette.
Alright. Are you done? You seem like you're frustrated, too.
I can leave
No.
if you guys wanted to, like, talk about dicks or something.
Look at this. You said dicks, and it started...
Just so everybody knows, the microphone just, like, started, like, slowly and sadly tilting downward.
Going limp. Going limp. It was
Like, yeah.
strong, and then slowly was going.
Like, what's
I
that?
lost all
There's
of my testosterone in my wiener.
Did you ever see the episode Star Wars Family Guy? Where Herbert the pervert, and he's got his lightsaber, and I can't remember what happens.
Doesn't it go?
When the lightsaber goes. That's what that reminds me of every time it does it.
Doesn't it like wiggle a little bit? Then
Does it? It just goes.
this is so weird that we went to like a crazy intense conversation. That fucking
Limp dicks.
Limp Dick's Family Guy. Chad, you got anything else to say?
I don't think we actually finished a
I don't
single
think-
topic.
I don't think we did either.
No.
But like, did you see? Did you see my analytics since I uploaded those 2 episodes last week?
How would I possibly see your analytics?
I can't remember if I showed you or not. We have 25 listeners in Dublin, Ireland.
Must be all the cursing. I wish I could do an Irish accent.
Literally, these last 2 episodes, Ireland spiked. I don't understand why, but like Spain, we have 2 people, and Ireland, we have 25, and USA, we have 35.
Wait, what? Say that again?
We have like
Zoned out.
35 like listeners in the States,
Uh-huh.
and 25 specifically in Dublin, Ireland,
Weird.
and 2 in Spain. And then every once in a while, I'll get spikes in Turkey.
I I'm really interested in the people from Dublin.
We have one. Shout out to the one listener in Istanbul.
Oh, you think they're trying to like learn English?
I hope so, and be safe because I've heard stories about people trying to leave that country, and I hope your asshole's okay.
Why?
Kristen told me that someone who she went to school with during spring break went to Turkey to, like, just vacation. And on the way out, because some of the souvenirs they bought had gunpowder residue on them, apparently in Turkey, everything has gunpowder residue on it, they were then cavity searched very thoroughly before they were allowed to leave the city.
Wait, how did they know it had gunpowder residue?
Everything's tested, apparently, when it leaves the city.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're trying to catch terrorism, I guess. But the thing is, like, Turkey has gunpowder just floating in the air, kinda. Like, everything has residue on it.
Sorry, sir, your lungs have gunpowder residue in them.
If you ever go to Turkey, just don't buy anything that you're gonna leave with.
Even if it's in the air.
They're gonna get in your butthole. And they're gonna look around in there for whatever the fuck they're looking for. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But like her telling me that story made me never want to go to Turkey.
Yo, Chad once smuggled like 25 pounds probably of rocks from the ocean floor of Elba, Italy, back to America with like no problem. They were like, "Oh, your bag weighs 49.9 pounds. No
Are we
problem."
still alive?
What?
Yeah.
We still alive? Oh, and 2 Cuban cigars.
And 2 Cuban cigars. And a jar of honey that they asked me if it was pasteurized. And I said, yeah. Oh, it
No.
wasn't.
No.
No. I don't know.
How are those Cuban cigars?
I mean, I was like, yeah.
They're pretty intense. I had a glass of wine and took like 2 selfies in the car and I couldn't get up the stairs.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Couldn't get up the stairs?
Yeah, they're pretty legit, dude. It's pretty crazy.
Have you ever seen one of those motherfuckers roll them?
Mm-mm.
They have, like, giant sheets of tobacco leaves. And they, like, have, like, a razor blade. And they, like, cut, like, a square. And then they roll them hard. Like, they're on, like, these, like, I don't know if it's wood or, like, concrete, like, slabs. But they're pushing them. And they go over and over and over again. And then they'll, like, they do something else, and then they put another leaf down, and then, like, put it a different way, and then they roll real hard on that one, too. But apparently, like, cigar rolling is, I guess, like a trade in other countries. Like, how, like, a plumber would be here. Like, cigar, like...
Particularly in Cuba?
Yeah, like in Cuba, you would become a cigar roller.
Oh, damn.
Instead of a plumber or mechanic here.
I mean, you don't think people have that job here?
Cigar, like, but it's...
Not, like, lucrative.
Yeah. Like, how... Like, it's probably, like...
More like factory.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
But, like, Cuban cigars are hand...
Craft.
Yeah.
We have beer.
Well, I guess it would be similar to that.
Yeah.
I guess it would be similar to, like, people microbrewing.
Wait, are Cuban cigars still illegal?
No.
Right, like, because we can... I'm assuming it has to do with the travel ban
as long
on
as-
Cuba.
Well,
right?
as long as Obama's thing still is
Right.
cool. Like, yeah.
It used
They
to be
can come
illegal to travel to Cuba, so Cuban exports were illegal, right?
Correct.
So
And
now
now-
you can travel to Cuba, so Cuban cigars are legal.
I don't know. Did Trump fuck that too?
What makes Cuban cigars so special?
I think it's the way they're rolled. Like, I think it's the way they're made.
Makes them more potent?
I think it's just a higher quality, like, the
I
way
know
they
nothing
do it.
about cigars.
I'm not a big cigar fan, but I think it's just the way that they do it. Like, the climate in which the tobacco grows, and then their process of drying the leaves, and then their process of rolling, because it's all handmade.
Yeah. Look, I don't care what your craft is. Having a craft is respectable.
Oh well,
It's
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
awesome.
Like especially like woodworkers and shit like that can like make shit. Just like I need like a table. Oh, I'll go out in the garage.
No, for sure. But what I'm saying is just having like a craft is cool.
Oh yeah,
Even
absolutely.
if it's a hobby, like I don't care. That's dope. Like being like, yeah, I know how to do this. Like it's so fucking cool.
It could very because I think that might also be a little bit of the human condition too.
Crafting?
No, like looking up to people that have abilities.
Mm.
That's where the leader thing might come in a little bit. Like people like it's the reason why like America's Got Talent is a show is because everyone wants to see somebody doing something incredible that they can't do.
But I don't know. This is one of the reasons why I hate America. Because I know we're circling back to that, but the fact that like a CEO, which in my opinion is like the most like boring job, I literally don't think if I was given the opportunity, if I had the skills to do it, that I would be a CEO. Because what is the point of like a CEO or a CFO or anything like that, other than literally to just be like the top dog who makes the most money? Like you just go yes, no, yes, no. You know what I mean?
I think a CEO
Like,
is a little more involved in that.
but they have no craft. They have no skill other than just having the responsibility of being the main person.
Well, that
Do
would
you get what I mean? Like it's fucking boring, and I know for a fact.
that would depend
I
on
would
the
blow my
company.
brains.
That would depend on the company, though.
I don't. I think all CEOs the same. I don't know.
Depends on the company. Like a CEO that
I
got
just disagree
promoted.
with it.
Well, a CEO that got promoted to be CEO, or a CEO that is the founder of the company would be different.
No, but
Like Walt
regardless,
Disney is different than the current dude.
But
You know
the
what I
way
mean?
that most of these businesses work now, though, is you go to college, you get a business degree. You didn't start at a ground level. You get hired in as
No, that's what I said.
on the track to become.
That's what I meant.
What I'm saying is, regardless of what the business is, whatever they do, whatever they make, the CEO probably never did that.
No, which is what I meant. Like, there's a difference between being a CEO of like what you're talking about and like Walt Disney. Like Walt Disney, like would be like Walt starting Disney is different than the current dude running it. You know what I mean?
No.
No, actual Walt was the CEO, but he also started it. What you're more talking about is the people that are promoted
Yeah.
into those positions.
Yeah.
Like that's what I was saying is the difference.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like
I got you.
like a person that has actually like started the company would be more passionate and actually
That's
like,
what I'm
know
saying.
everything.
Being a career CEO is like they get paid the most money. Yeah, it's like the least respectable job in my opinion. For what I respect. Some other people probably respect that. But being a
So
person
the-
who crafts things
Right. So
and
the
appreciates skills myself and
so
has worked for years upon years, literally my entire life, to hone those skills, I think
The
that
exception-
craftsmen deserve more money.
the exception to the rule would be Jim Henson.
I
Right?
don't know who that is.
You don't know who Jim Henson is?
No.
What was your childhood? Chad, she doesn't know who Jim Henson is.
Guys, can you stop? What is happening? Who's Jim Henson? Oh my god.
The Muppets!
I hate Muppets.
The guy that created the Muppets.
They creep me out. I don't fucking like them.
Okay, but you should still know who Jim Henson is.
Why? Why would I go, I hate this thing, let me find out who created it?
Because the only reason that puppets exist is because of him.
Oh, so I should hate him is what you're saying.
No, what I'm saying
Sorry, people who like him.
I'm telling you what you said. I'm agreeing with you. He started that, so he actually
No.
cared about that company. He was the CEO of the Jim Henson Company.
But you're acting all like, blah, 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 over the fact that I didn't know who it was because based off of a fear that I have of dolls and puppets.
No, not knowing who Jim Henson is like not knowing who Steven Spielberg is. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Who the fuck is Steven Spielberg? I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna shove this fucking laptop and throw it at you. Do you know what I mean, though? Like, that's Jim Henson.
No, it's not.
Jim Henson's the only reason Sesame Street exists.
If I was a puppet aficionado, then I could understand you being like, "How do you not know who Jim Henson is?"
It's not puppet aficionado. It's general
It's not
knowledge.
No, it's not.
Sesame Street's not general knowledge.
The creator of Sesame Street is not general knowledge.
The only reason Sesame Street exists is because of Jim Henson. That's why I'm saying, like, you know what Sesame Street is, so you know the Henson Company.
How many people do you think can watch a movie and then 10 minutes later tell you the person who directed or wrote the movie?
No, it's not that. But Jim Henson's not like that. Jim Henson's not like that.
No, I'm not saying
You just laughed about not knowing who Steven Spielberg was. Jim Henson's that same name.
For Muppets. What I'm saying is people pay attention to what they see on a surface level, not the creators behind it. That's why when an actor, a prolific actor is in a movie, they go, "Oh, that new Tom Cruise movie."
That's not the same.
They don't go, "Oh, the new Steven Spielberg movie."
Well, Tom Cruise. Yes, they do for Spielberg. They do.
If you're a movie person, you do. If you're a movie person, you do.
No, it's the same. It's the same reason why Nolan.
I'm not talking about
It's the same reason why Nolan can sell movies too, just by his name.
Dylan, I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about Chad. I'm not talking about Chris. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about my mom. I'm talking about my sisters who don't care that much about movies. They see the actors. They go Muppets. They go Tom Cruise. They go Charlize Theron. Okay, they don't go.
Call your mom right now and ask her who Jim Henson is. I guarantee she knows who he is.
I don't have my phone on me, but I don't think
I guarantee your mom knows who Jim Henson is.
I'll text her afterwards.
I guarantee. Chad. Oh, he has your phone in his hand.
He does have my phone.
Or he's been recording this entire thing, and that's what why he's been so quiet.
Yeah.
Do you agree with me? That it's ridiculous that she doesn't know who Jim Henson is?
It's not ridiculous.
Oh, you're being okay. So now he's being a
not in
cunt.
here.
Well, now he's being a cunt. So he can
Is
just
this
be a
on?
cunt over there. No, it's down. Right? Talking to Mike.
Hey.
Yeah, just that one's down. It's just so weird to me that you don't know who Jim Henson is.
Whatever. Moving on.
The guy
I can't go back in time and learn who Jim Henson is earlier than this.
He invented Kermit and Miss Piggy.
I don't like them.
You should still know who they are, though.
I guarantee you, if he asks my mom who Jim Henson is, she's gonna say some shit like, "Was he a Beatle?" She's not gonna answer.
It says Mama, so I think it's his mom.
No, that's my phone.
Oh, that's your phone.
She's not gonna answer. Guys, we're about to find out how much my mom loves me.
She's really not gonna answer.
Your call has been forwarded to 84704.
Are we leaving her a message?
We are.
Fuck yeah.
Is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, you may hang up or press.
No, everybody knows my phone number. Hey, Mom.
Who's
Lauren.
starting?
Me. I am right now. Did you hear me? Like, because you have to turn that way. Hey, do you know who Jim Henson is? And whether you do or whether you don't, either text me or call me back. Okay, love you. Bye.
Did you? Fuck. Did you actually record any? Were you actually like recording video or no? Oh, okay.
Oh
you're
my
still, You're still gonna
God!
be like that. I get it.
Kick her in the balls.
I'm gonna shut it off. All right, we've already been going an hour and 20.
Whoa. That's like 3 hours and we're in golden time. Chad started to like either make out with the microphone or eat it.
Oh, I'm gonna turn this down so bad.
Chad, nobody can see you. This isn't a video. This is audio. No, the joke is not going to land for anybody other than us.
Do we have any closing remarks so I can just stop this?
Chad desperately.
Fuck you so much. Fuck you so much.
Chad desperately needs to get his beard shaved.
It is fluffing out a little bit.
Oh my god, I hate it. No. I hate you. Chad. Chad's a dick.
You got anything else to say?
Chad's a dick.
Can we? Or we're gonna end it?
I don't know. What are your closing remarks?
I don't have any.
You have nothing.
Agree to disagree. On fairies. Did we talk about fairies? We did talk about fairies.
I don't think we actually disagree on that much shit.
I don't think we disagreed on anything, to be honest with you. I think we were saying the
You
same
just
thing,
don't.
just in different ways.
The only thing that I will agree on is that you don't listen.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, I have a really hard time with someone else trying to change my mind. Like,
Who said anybody was trying to change your mind?
well, that's the whole point of an argument.
No, it's not.
Yeah, the definition of an argument is to try to get the other person to agree with you.
See, I've never got that. I have never thought that an argument was for the purpose of getting somebody to change their own mind.
Well,
To align with it. No. The point of an argument is to be understood, not to change the person to agree with you, but for them to understand where you're coming from. That's why I can
Well, I always understand where you're coming from.
I can be best friends with somebody who I completely disagree with. Like there are things that you and I disagree on. There are things that Kristen and I disagree on.
Of course.
And you guys are some of my best friends.
Of course.
Because what I want is to be understood.
Would you fuck directly off?
Directly. Because what I want is to be understood by my friends. I completely
understand what you're saying.
God damn, if I expected everybody to agree with me, that is so boring.
Oh, no. Like, when I say that, I don't mean that, like...
Can you imagine if everybody on Earth shared the same opinions on everything as you? What the fuck would be the point of conversing?
No, like, when I say that, I mean, like, I will literally go to someone else. I go, well, there's no point in arguing anymore because we're never going to agree, so let's just drop it.
But maybe you should say, because you're never going to understand.
I mean, I guess I could say that, but I'm a fucking cunt sometimes, and sometimes I think that I am only right, and no one else is.
So your purpose for arguing is to get somebody to agree with you.
Absolutely.
My purpose for arguing is to get somebody to understand me.
But I will only ever go to that level when I am, like, in my own head, I know I'm correct. I will only ever go to that length.
Oh, okay. So we're talking a difference of arguing facts and arguing opinions.
I will talk things out with anybody. I love conversation. But if, like, it goes to something as far as, like, I don't know, like, would be a good example of it.
Well, you can't agree, if it's not factual, there is no right or wrong.
No, it's always subjective. Every time that, like, I will say that
the point is to be understood, not to agree.
Okay, yeah. Actually, now that you put it that way, then yes.
Yeah.
No, I guess I didn't think of it that way, but yeah. So, like, the only thing...
broaden your mind.
Oh, I didn't think of it. Like, I guess I was thinking about it a specific way and not thinking about it.
Oh my god, I would be such a good... What was that noise?
Yeah, I touched this part.
Patch. Yeah.
Fuck. Sorry.
I would be such a good, like hippie, like, psychic person, just to be, like, spiritual guide, and just be like, I don't need you to believe me, I need you to believe your own true self.
Okay,
Like,
so,
that's who I am in my soul.
I guess I should have been more, clear. Like, kind of what I was more talking about was, like, the spectrum from, like, so the spectrum would be, like, Back to the Future is objectively a good movie. Fuck you if you don't think it is. And then the other end of that spectrum would be, like, you clearly shouldn't, like, I'm trying to think of, like, the crazy opposite of, like, whether a movie's good or not. So, like, the other end of that spectrum would be, like, you probably shouldn't kill black people if you're a cop.
You probably shouldn't kill anybody ever, anyway.
Okay, so you probably shouldn't kill people.
Yeah.
Okay, so, like, so I guess what I mean is, like, if I think a movie is good, you're always going to be wrong. But, like, those same things, in my head, but those same things you can't Like, there's other things that, like, we can discuss. Like, okay, so the other things that I'm talking about would be, like, politics-wise, where there's gray areas. So, like, I guess subjective content, like, I'm like, no, you're fucking wrong, I'm right. But, like...
That's not a fact.
I'm not saying it... I'm not saying facts at all. I just know whether you... No, I'm. This is the lightest part of the spectrum, like the just first world problem shit. I know Parasite's perfect, and anyone that tells me different is wrong.
Okay, but that's an opinion.
Correct. I'm not saying it's not.
But this is a thing that I've always struggled to get people to understand: is that if it's an opinion, there is no right or wrong.
Everything is always an opinion.
No, it's not.
It 100% is.
Oh my god. Okay.
The only thing
it's not.
The only thing that's not an opinion would be like physics, like gravity and shit.
A fact.
Okay, obviously it's not an opinion, but I mean like
the color of your shirt. A fact. Regardless of what your language refers to it as.
You're going so literal, and
No,
I'm not.
I am a literal person because guess what? Facts are literal. And I'm dealing facts when we're talking about the word facts.
But someone on the other side of the planet, I'm not talking about things that are obvious. That's not what I'm talking about. This is black with stickers on it. Of course it is. That's a fact. That's not what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone tries to argue with me that this is not black with not stickers on it...
I like sushi.
That's ridiculous.
I like sushi. If somebody tells me sushi's bad, that doesn't mean they're wrong.
No, that's what I'm saying on the lightest part of the thing. Like, all opinions are not equal.
I really don't understand what you were trying to say.
Whether sushi is good or not, or whether murder is good or not, are not equal.
Dude, who the fuck said they were? I'm talking opinions versus facts.
And that is opinions versus facts. How is that not? How is it not? How is it not?
Because
murder is obviously bad, and sushi is good to some people and not to others.
Who are you to tell somebody if they think murder is good that they are wrong in that being their opinion?
If
you can disagree with their opinion.
We're talking about different things.
Oh my god.
We're going to keep going around in circles.
That's your argument for everything is we're talking about different things.
We're going to keep going around in circles. Because we're obviously...
that about everything you go, we're talking about different things, even though we started talking about the same thing.
I don't know how to because everything that I try to, like, say, you're going to, like, the literal route, and I'm speaking more metaphorically. So, like, we're never going to connect. Can I get what I mean? Like, it's never going to be the same thing.
I think you don't listen.
No, but you're explaining things that I'm not talking about.
And I think you're explaining things that I'm not talking about.
But I'm not trying to explain anything. I'm just saying, like, a statement. And then you're trying...
I'm not trying to explain anything.
You're explaining your view on what I said.
And so are you.
But it's not the... But the views aren't... That's not what I'm talking about. This is going to be a terrible episode.
Yeah, cool. I'll leave now.
No, it's just... We're talking about different things, like... But... God damn it. Okay, like, when I say something, I'm not talking about it like it's end-all, be-all. So when I say something like the top end of the spectrum is like, I like Miller Lite, you don't. That's not that big of a deal. Right? Right?
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So, like, whether you like a movie or I don't, or whether you like tacos or I don't, like, that's on this end. That's kind of what I'm talking about. But, like, we're getting to the point where our conversations are like both ends of the spectrum are like interweaving into each other. Like, we're bringing up like serious things and like not serious things and comparing them, and we shouldn't be.
But you know what I think it is? I think you and I are both accustomed to...
Always being right?
No, it's not always being right. you are used to being the one manipulating and controlling the conversation, and I also am used to being the one manipulating and controlling the conversation.
I do like to steer.
Whether we do it consciously or not.
No, I
So when you and I converse one-on-one, it's a
fucking tough.
It's a constant power struggle.
Well, it's
for
because
who's manipulating the conversation.
I think
That's what it is.
I think we're two rams.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm so glad we're not married because it would be hell. Because it would just be ramming into each other. And speaking as personalities, like as metaphors for horns or antlers.
No, because I can feel you. I don't always acknowledge things immediately. Sometimes I feel them on like a lower level, but then if I actually start to like analyze it, I can feel you pulling the conversation into a different direction, and I'm pulling back against that, and you're pulling back against me.
I think that's why, like,
That's what it is.
I think we have to figure out our dynamic and, like, throw it back and forth. Because, like, right now we're both trying to, like, crank home runs rather than playing catch.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's actually a really good analogy.
Yeah,
We should be playing catch rather than trying to fuck our whole fucking bullshit up.
No, but see, like, this is, like, I like that, though. I don't feel like that dynamic means that we shouldn't have conversations.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Because we can fucking go downstairs and we have conversations downstairs all the time not recorded. It's ridiculous. Like, we talk all the fucking time.
I think that easy conversations are boring conversations.
Oh, no, they should be. Like, conversations should be combative, but with respect. Like, I guess I would think about, like, a conversation as, like, a fencing match.
Yeah.
Fencing, you're not trying to kill each other.
Yeah.
You're just trying to one-up each other.
It's a power struggle.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I just fucking... We've been going for an hour and a half. No, like, I just explained, like, essentially what you're talking about with fencing. But, like, I think that, like, I have to get better at explaining where I'm coming from rather than just trying to steer it in my direction.
But if I can give an example, though, of something that you said a minute ago that makes me want to pull it back from you,
right?
Is you said, I think Parasite is a good movie, and anybody who tells me otherwise is wrong. See, I want to fight that because that's an opinion, and so I'm like, no, I'm going to shut that down. I want to fight that.
Right, because it's an
even
opinion.
though I think, looking back on it, what you meant is that, to me, you were wrong. Not wrong across the board.
See, and I need to figure out how to articulate that rather than saying just like, no, you fuck off.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's like fuck off.
It's literally
I'm fucking right and you're not.
That's literally what you said. You said anybody who What is it with the microphones tonight?
Alright, so I bought this, right? Thinking that I was gonna be a big time podcaster. Well, the mics that I have aren't as high quality as the stand. So they don't weigh enough to actually balance it.
Okay.
So, correct. Yeah. So like because this is like a super light mic,
I feel like there's a comedy in there somewhere.
Yeah. It wants to just like fuck off. All right.
So,
we should probably wrap this up because our significant others decided to be like, I'm done with this, and they left. So what else we got?
That's because they don't appreciate conversing and the human connection the way that you and I do.
I know. But I like arguing.
So do I.
Like I enjoy and not even arguing, but like, I guess I could not really arguing, but like.
People refer to it as arguing. I've never looked at it as arguing.
Well, there's a difference between arguing and a discussion. It's not the same.
Okay, would you be at all interested in, you can say whatever you want to say now and tell me the truth later, or you can ignore me now, in my dad eventually coming on a podcast?
Oh, absolutely. That'd be great.
Because my dad is like us.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
And I just think that could make for some potentially disastrous, but also potentially interesting conversation.
I would love to have your dad on. I'm not going to drink.
Yeah. Why?
I don't know. I want to be sharp.
Oh, okay.
Because I feel like, and that might be my respect for my own father, recognizing the wisdom. So, like, I want
You want to be able to take it in.
I want to be able to take it in, but I also want to be able to combat.
Oh, okay.
I also want to be able to, you know what I mean? I want to be sharp. Like, weed's one thing, but, like, alcohol, that'll fuck you up.
Cool.
So, surprise everybody, I smoke pot. But like, I'd rather be able to do, like, I think that this probably would have, you and I just, like, haven't, like, you and I probably should do an episode just the two of us without them anyway.
I'd be down with that.
But, like, we should probably do it without alcohol and, like, actually just, you know what I mean? Just actually discuss things.
We both get kind of stupid.
Exactly. Because we both get really bullheaded.
I don't mean mentally stupid. I mean, like
no,
reckless.
Get bullheaded.
Reckless?
Yeah. Yeah, because we both have an extensive vocabulary.
Oh my god. That was brilliant. I love that.
We both problem solve in similar ways.
Yeah.
So like I think that it would be a much more interesting debate if we actually found something to legitimately debate on.
Yeah.
If we were both, not.
Yeah, I agree.
Multiple shots of tequila in us during this point, plus beers and pot.
None for me. Thanks.
All right. Well, salute to the salt lamp, and we're gonna bounce. You got anything you want to say? Anything you want to plug? The Etsy shop.
I don't
yet?
I don't have an Etsy shop. When I gotta get with your girlfriend on that.
Okay.
When I do, we can certainly plug it.
Yeah.
But just keep it real.
All right. Well, we're gonna oh shit.
Yo! Oh my god! It's so late.
Read the text so I know you know it's time to eat soon. Ha ha.
Oh, by the way, just so everybody knows, my mom still has not called me or texted me back. She won't until tomorrow, probably.
Oh, until tomorrow. Is it one of those?
Yeah.
Oh, it's already 8:41.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's so late.
Hey, thanks for listening to Clumsy Walrus. I'm Dylan Amy.
Oh my god, hold on. We're so late that we're so old that 8:40 is late. I'm Lauren Goss.
Good night, everybody. Bye.
Night.